do this without a satellite in orbit, and this satellite has been...
Sexy. What's up, boo? Hey, give me like 30 minutes. I'm doing something, and I'm gonna call you right back.
All right, I'm going.
Okay.
Okay, later.
All right.
For a long time, because why? This satellite was the all-seeing eye of Enlil, and Lil knew what was going on the planet at all times. He knew population centers. He knew the size of populations. He knew the size of crops on the planet, on a planetary scale. And when people would act up, whether people got too loud in one area or they started acting too wild, he would just say, "Cull the humans," and he would send somebody to spray something on their fields and kill all their crops. It sounds like chemtrails in ancient times. We had the chemtrails already. Sorry. They came through and wiped them out. They would just kill people off to control the populations. But this all-seeing eye, how did he have this? This is the eye of Sauron in the Lord of the Rings. Well, the eye actually exists. There's actually a Sumerian cylinder scroll that depicts two beings talking to each other using this technology with wings in the sky. And in my opinion, that is the Black Knight. Also, we discovered that the constellation, the Boötis constellation, is actually Enlil's. He owns the Boötis constellation. The Mesopotamian gods attribute the ownership of the Boötis constellation, where Epsilon is located, to Enlil. What's interesting about that? Well, when you look at the Boötis constellation, there's actually a giant void in there of empty space. So much empty space, it's an enormous void. There's not even dust in this space. Monsieur Populus quoted as saying that after observing this constellation, him and other theoretical physicists, it appears to be a cloaked advanced civilization. Okay? A cloaked advanced. Now, why is that important? Well, it's important because of this. The Black Knight satellite signal that's been decoded by individual people multiple times over the years.
Let's go. All right, y'all. He's tough. Good player.
Throwing right away. The game sees people landing and yelling at the tailgate lines. Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That's absolutely wonderful. The defensive side, always scheming, always preparing, and it seems like we go right out.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run from Achane. Down the right sideline, inside the 20. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Devon Achane. with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They'll try and run here with Swift. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Able to avoid him at the 40. Fighting through it, he's got space. He's still on his feet. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, Bob. With the way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And running with power here. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
and I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he get the first down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Didn't learn his lesson the first time, but looks like a second early interception got through to him. Now he understands. Don't force a throw if it's not there. Oftentimes, running is the better play anyway. Case in point, he picks up a first down there.
On first down, it's Purdy. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run. Achane. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Devon Achane doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Well, this has all the makings of a landmark day running the football. He scored 3 times now, and we haven't hit the quarter break.
You think back to Alvin Kamara, Christmas Day 2020, 6 touchdowns, which tied Ernie Nevers, the Hall of Famer. He's halfway there already. Some fancy footwork in the early going.
Moody good with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
49ers 23.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A run straight ahead with Achane. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Achane. He gets away from one. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
176 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Achane. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
They'll run it. Achane with it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run it with Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Devon Achane
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the 49ers have moved out in front. Now Moody for the PAT.
And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Niners 30, Eagles 28. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Hey, 73, 73.
On second down, Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
McLeod to return it. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Option handoff now to Achane. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And this one too low.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Purdy. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will stop right around the 25. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Swift.
is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy. And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
They give to Achane on the option. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just check it.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Achane on the counter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's what you call stringing the play out. I know he was looking for a spot to get upfield, but they gave him nowhere to cut, nowhere to find a place to make it into the secondary, and they forced him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Purdy. Touchdown! Devon Achane. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
63.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his... Second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The big middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll pitch it out to Achane. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go play action with Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they have regained the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether You keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, 73, 73.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. And even 60 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down and 8. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devon Achane taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
25-yard line.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Miami. 63.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Swift. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift from 8 yards out. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tightrope. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. Running right, here's Achane. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Third and 5. Purdy looking to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And I don't think he got there. No. Just short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Achane. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play action. Now Purdy. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Second and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run right here with Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one good for 26 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Great.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So that gives him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Throwing, Purdy. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Purdy to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield And when they see openings, take their shots.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Purdy slow, complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find Willis. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They give to Achane on the option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his health. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. To throw is Purdy. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring him right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked better.
You know, Carter, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast, so I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills bills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid